I get to talk about sugar. Who does not know what sugar is? That's what I thought. Everyone knows what sugar is. I'll do a couple examples. I pre-warned Dr. Joe what I was bringing to the table tonight. Okay. He's not judging me for buying that. Okay, we got lots of sugar here, okay? Different types of sugar going on here, right? Let's keep these good things away from the bad things. Right, sugar. I heard a stat, and I've had a hard time finding where this was, like, officially in a paper, research paper. But basically is when you have processed, refined sugar that's obviously unhealthy for us, the effect that it has on your system stays there for about 2 weeks before it leaves. How many of us just have one of these or some sort of processed sugar, refined sugar, and then that's it for 2 weeks? I've definitely been guilty of, oh, there's one this hour, there's one that hour, there's one tomorrow. Oh, why not this lovely stuffed French toast with amazing sugar-filled syrup, not the maple pure syrup? Okay, I'm guilty, okay? Preaching, right? Yeah. I'd be a hypocrite if I said I don't do that.
Sugar-free syrup, too.
Yeah. So, this guy right here, who wants to guess how much how cups or grams? You can throw out either one. Eric? How much sugar is in this guy?
50 grams.
50? Okay, close. 50 grams is this guy. No, that's not. This guy. This guy is 50 grams.
What's in the package?
This is sugar.
Oh, sure it is.
This is processed sugar. So this little beautiful meal replacement, this much sugar in there, 50 grams. So good for you. Had one of these the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, that made me feel like crap. And I went to bed. I went home. I'm like, my wife's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I made a stupid mistake. And I drank one of these, and I don't feel very good. And I didn't. Oh my gosh, I went to bed. I did not feel good at all. I felt like it was on barf. For good reason too. That's a lot of sugar. Plus, reading the labels. If you can't pronounce half the things on the ingredient list, and it takes you over a minute to read the ingredient list, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body. Okay, good rule of thumb for anything. This ingredient list, it's all fine print right there, all that right there. It takes me a minute to look up how to pronounce some of these things, and I've definitely done a lot of chemistry classes.
See what's the label on the Coke, if I'm right.
So you said 50 grams.
Yeah.
65 grams.
Close.
65 grams, which is right here. Okay, a little bit more. It's about it's just over a half cup of sugar. Of just, so processed sugar all down the hatch. Okay, do that in some water and some flavoring, and you got this. And no one's gonna drink this right now, right? No one's touching this because there'll be a big mess in here.
So how many pounds of 60 grams?
Well, it's measured in grams, so I mean that's.
Oh.
I don't know how much that is. I'd have to look that one up.
Oh.
Now a can. So maybe you don't drink the 20 ounce. Maybe you're just drinking a can.
That's 16 ounce.
A can is 39 grams. So about a fourth, just over a fourth of a cup. Okay, so about half a here-ish, less than half, but still, one can, and during the holidays, who stops at one can? Right? Is it one can and you're good? No, it's like, hey, we got a whole 12 pack. I'll have one tomorrow. I'm thirsty. Okay. Now, so does it affect your immune system? Yeah, for
Yes.
2 weeks. Okay. 2 weeks. And so, true story, had a friend, went out to lunch with him. Yeah, maybe it was a 32 ounce. That's a pretty standard cup at a restaurant. 3 refills. Okay, well, 3 total. 1 brought to him and then 2 refills. So 3 total cups. That night, feeling hot, cold flashes, getting the chills. It's like, what's going on with me? Next day, diagnosed with COVID. Well, sorry. Next day, feeling sick, throwing up. 2 days later, diagnosed with COVID. We're all exposed to COVID. Whether you like that fact or not, we're all exposed to it. Whether or not our immune system is able to handle it is one thing or another. He just put, basically, I have a 4-pound bag of sugar. He put, over a pound of sugar in his system in one day. Who knows how much the day before and the day before that. And now he is super susceptible because his immune system is just garbage now. Where's that sugar going through? That liquid right through the liver. And your liver is not happy. Now, we're also going to talk about stress. We'll get to that in a minute, but there's all sorts of stress. I can call you a bad name and you get stressed out. You get cut off in traffic, get stressed out. You do a workout and you got physical stress. Okay, take sugar. That's a lot of bad stress. Now, 2 things the body and the brain absolutely need to survive: oxygen and sugar. Does not mean this. Does not mean this.
Natural.
Okay, natural sugar. Hello, orange. So, orange. This has about 8 grams of natural sugar. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. 8 grams to. No, it wasn't. It was just over that. It was like, yeah, it was about 8 grams. But anyway, to get this much sugar that's found in, here we go. And this guy has, we lost my train of thought here, 12 grams of sugar per serving. There's 6 servings in this thing. This is suja, has apple, celery, cucumber, kale, and collard greens, all organic. Anything else on there? Nope, I can read every ingredient. Apple, celery, cucumber, everything has organic in front of it, and then juice after, so I'm trying to paraphrase here. So collard greens, okay, everything, lemon, peppermint tea leaf. I can read everything easy. My kids could read this, okay? At least the 2 oldest. So the amount of sugar that's in here, so 6 times 12, 72 grams of sugar in this entire thing, but there's 6 servings, right? So you're not gonna drink the whole thing in one moment, maybe throughout the day or something, or even 2 days. But the amount of sugar in here, I got the 8 oranges to get the amount of sugar in here. It's a lot of oranges, but not unthinkable. 4 apples, maybe a little bigger than this guy, about 4 apples on average to equal that amount of sugar. And it's healthy, natural sugar that the body and the brain absolutely love. Not so much with these guys, okay? So, especially if you're not feeling good, don't eat processed sugar. It's an addiction though, so I totally get that it is hard. I'm the first one to admit that. Oh, I feel like I'm sick, but that cookie looks so good, or those are the best brownies ever, but I shouldn't eat one. Okay, I'll eat one. I'll just stop at 1. No, I won't. Here's 2. It's unfair. Okay, the world has made it so hard to stay away because it is addictive. There's different studies with rats and things. What do they go to? They go to the sugar more than they did the cocaine because it is so addictive.
First of all, I just want to say we are super grateful to have you in our lives. Grateful to be your chiropractor. Grateful that this is the place that you come to get healthy. Can't wait to adjust you this week. So in this holiday season, I know life gets a little bit crazy. This week, we will be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as normal, right? Hope to see you there. Hope to get your adjustments in. If you see that life is a little stressful right now, please come in an extra visit. Get that power turned on. Let's take some stress off that nervous system so your body can heal and function normally as God intended it to. For the rest of the season, as we get into Christmas, make your visits. Set up a regular schedule. Habits make us, and so if it's Monday at 5, make it Monday at 5. Keep it simple. That way you don't even think about it. Come in, get your power turned on, and get back to life. Can't wait to adjust it this week. Hey guys, Stucky Tash here, Wellness Key Chiropractic. Oldie but a goodie. Running in place. And I'm gonna show you this in a second, but kind of 3 rules. 1, keep your chin and chest up, right? Good old fist distance. Number 2, smile on your face. And then number 3, 90% of maximal effort. Ideally, you're gonna do this for 20 seconds, rest for 20. 20 seconds, rest for 20, 20 seconds again. So it's 60 seconds of exercise. You're gonna be pumping the arms. We're not milking cows here. Pumping those arms, core tight, chest up. So I'll demonstrate this for just a few seconds, but your goal this week, every day, 60 seconds of running in place. Now your turn. Hey guys, Dr. Utash here, Wellness Key Chiropractic. As we get into the week of Thanksgiving, I want to remind you that Thanksgiving is one day. It's Thursday. And so when it comes to the stress, the overeating, the overdrinking, all the calories, and oftentimes the sickness that's associated with that, it's often associated with the season. So think of Thanksgiving, think of Christmas, think of New Year's as a day when it comes to the food and your cheating times. And so, yes, there might be parties and activities and that type of thing all weekend long. But when you're coming off of your nutrition plan, think of Thanksgiving as just Thursday. Enjoy your Thanksgiving from Wellness Key Chiropractic. All right, guys, hip pain can be a pain in the you-know-what, right? If you've ever had hip pain before, you know it's something that you want to get rid of and you want to get rid of quickly. I've seen a lot of patients who've had hip pain and they're wondering, can chiropractic help a person with hip pain? The simple answer is yes, right? But it really always goes back to what is causing the hip pain, right? What we find out through an exam is that in a lot of cases, the spine, specifically about 4 to 6 inches above the pelvis and hips, are the nerves that come out of the spine that go and innervate or have direct sensation to the hips. And so what I've found is that when this bone becomes stuck, it could be from an exaggerated posterior. It could be from sitting at a computer all the time. Either way, you put a ton of stress on this kind of upper lower back area, and that can have a referred pain, sometimes in the hip area. That could be the cause of the hip pain. In fact, I'm thinking of a lady that came into our office where she thought she was going to have her hips replaced. It was so achy and dull and miserable, and every time she switched around in bed, it was just pain radiating into her hips. She thought she was going to need bilateral hip surgery. And what it ended up being is that these nerves were getting crushed, the spine was shifted and put stress on those nerves called subluxation, going into her hips, causing the hip pain. So we found that, of course, with an exam and necessary x-rays. In our office, those x-rays are pretty specific when it comes to the low back. I want to see, is that spine in its proper position, which should be straight from the front, have that nice curve from the side, the pelvis should be level, and then more importantly, that spine should move, right? And so that old phrase, if you don't move it, you lose it, right? Especially in the spine as you have the nerves that are coming out. So when you bend to the right, every vertebra should shift to the right. When you bend to the left, all the vertebrae should shift that way as well. What we found is on many people with hip pain, these upper couple low back vertebrae here, they don't move properly. That irritates these nerves, that causes the hip pain. So rather than just taking medication or possibly having an unnecessary surgery, it makes more sense to come and get that checked out to see if damage in your upper lower back is causing the hip pain. Again, my name is Dr. Joe Utash. If you have hip pain or you have a friend that's been suffering with hip pain and they want to know of a natural solution that could possibly help them, we'd love to help them.